Newport.
No. But anyway.
Well, I want you to hang on to that thought for a little bit because we've got some people that want to be heard from. So we'll be back in a moment.
This is Meryl Streep. Over the years, I have played some characters you could call controlling, but the truth is, there's so much in life we can't control. But here's something we can. Colorectal cancer. It affects men and women, and it's the second leading cancer killer in the U.S., which is astounding, considering it's almost entirely preventable. Here's how. Most colon cancers start as polyps, and screening helps find polyps so they can be removed before they even turn into cancer. Screening also finds this cancer early, when treatment works best. For me, screening was simple and quick. It was no big deal, except for the huge sense of relief you feel afterwards. There are several tests that you can choose from. If you're 50 or older, you should talk to your doctor. Decide which one's right for you. Take control. Do everything you can to prevent colon cancer. Screening saves lives. It could really save your life. For more information, call 1-800-CDC-INFO.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Thank you! Thank you again, people. I am back with Kate.
Well, you have a high opinion of yourself, don't you?
If I had to...
Do you know they had to pay people to do that for Johnny Carson?
Yeah, well, you're paying it for me? No.
No.
I'm just thinking...
In a word, no.
I'm just thinking the Mask, the movie with Jim Carrey, where he's like, where the audience is in front of him, they're giving him the award, he goes, thank you! Thank you so much! I love this.
That's a good line. That's a good line. Pet Detective was good, too, though.
Do not go in there. Woo!
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
Well, anyway, Kate, you got any pet peeves for us? Or got a pod deck question?
Oh, this is good for you. What would be the worst ingredient to fill a burrito with?
Well, first off, I know burritos, but I would probably say the worst ingredient is probably tuna fish or octopus.
Okay, that works.
So I got one for you, Kate.
So fish tacos are out.
Yeah, well, it depends. I've had grouper tacos, but they're okay. But, all right, Katie, here you go. What's something that you'll never be able to do well?
That I will never be able to do well?
Yes. We're getting deep and dark here.
Nope, that's an easy one. I will never make a ballet dancer.
I thought you were going to say, I'm always going to use the word ain't and never going to use it.
Now, I can't see myself as a ballet dancer.
Okay. Why?
Mainly because you have to stand on your toes for an extended length of time.
You don't think you can do it? Come on, everyone can ballet. Not even me. No, I'm not even going to push that.
You first.
I'll see you all in the hospital, and you better give me your Florida Blue person now.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So what's your next pet peeve?
All right, this is... So here is a pet peeve that's happened to me within the last couple days, without disclosing any information, okay? I have had a person that I'm working with as a client, and they're getting advice from another person that is a license holder of a different caliber, and is giving them advice, and is stepping over different lines and letting this whole convoluted conversation that I've had with my client go over and above, and now things are going south.
I think it's time for a conflict of interest conversation with that person.
Yes, and
since they're not being paid by that person, and you are, I think I would have a word or two with that person.
Well, here's the thing. I will disclose a little bit more. This person...
Be careful.
Well, no, I'm going to disclose this. This person is a lawyer.
Doesn't matter.
The lawyers can charge what they want to do for a fee if they wish.
That lawyer is not selling what you're selling.
Correct.
And does not have the expertise in that arena as you do. And unless that person has told you, I'm going to go discuss this with an attorney and see what my rights are, they don't have any rights.
Nope. And just
because... They can go talk to anybody they want to. But...
I'm just afraid that this whole thing could be very convoluted. And in fact, I had a conversation with my client through text. Well, they text me and said this conversation is getting too confused. which then I had to contact them and reiterate what was discussed. So
you realize that you can dismiss yourself from the transaction.
I can in so many ways. And that's what's probably going to happen.
And believe me, there are times when you have to fire a client. You may not want to, but there comes a time when you have to bite the bullet and say, you know what? What I do and my brand is more important than your pettiness.
Yeah. And this is getting too wild, outlandish.
They've already crossed the line.
Yeah, they've crossed too many things, and it's just gotten to a point where I've actually talked to my superiors above, and now they're telling me more things that I need to sit with the client and go over. And it's just one of these
Well,
pet
the bad
peeves.
thing about it is those people are going to want you to go ahead and make the sale, whether it's right or wrong or indifferent. And what it does is it puts you in a position where your reputation and your brand are at stake.
Boom.
And at that point, I would take control of things and say, no, I'm sorry. This is what I am. This is what I do. And without my permission, without my knowledge, you've asked these questions and not given me a chance to address those issues with you. Therefore, I'm going to bag out. Because obviously, no matter what I say or what I do, you're going to go behind my back and you're going to do something else, which makes fiduciary responsibility virtually impossible.
Yes, and that's the big thing is, like I said, I reported to my peers, and my peer had told me some more information that I need to sit and get convoluted down to a finite point where it's done, and this conversation will be with this client, and it's no matter what happens, these same things that we're dealing with now will have to be dealt with
Again.
and again.
And again.
And
And again.
So it's going to
Absolutely.
be one of those conversations you mentioned. So, but that is my big pet peeve.
And I will tell you, I have fired clients in the past, and I will fire them again. Because I will not have my business destroyed because somebody else doesn't respect me.
Well, even to the point of, without giving any more information, in the conversation I had with my superiors, they said if certain instances are met in certain ways and certain instances are not met in certain ways, my client can be sued.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't mean I would be,
No.
but they would be.
But they would be.
And I don't want that to happen to my clients in any way. And I want to make sure
You realize
they're
that
protected.
that's out of your hands at that point.
Correct. So that is something I will be discussing with them.
Okay, good pet peeve.
Yeah. So
I don't like people talking behind my back either. You got something to say to me, you come to my face.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I'm either going to punch your lights out, and we're going to go. We're going to go down. We're going to throw down, and it's going to be over, or we're going to reach an agreement as two adults should.
Well, once again, this is what I don't like. I don't mind if you ask someone an opinion and they give you an opinion, but this person is trying to do more than their license and trying to convolute
No,
and
that's
take
not
control.
good.
And that is not your license, and that is not what you
and people
do.
don't test me when I say I will throw down. You don't know my background. I grew up in the sticks. We fight.
And she makes some good damn fried chicken,
That's right. And iced tea and potato salad.
which we still have yet to have.
It's all right. I can deal with that.
So,
You treat me nice, I might cook for you.
so anything else really fast before we start closing down the show, Katie?
Yeah, I want to thank our supporters out there for sure, and let them know that we really appreciate everybody that tunes in and listens to us. And if you like the show and you have some fun, go to Facebook. We have a Society Bites Radio Facebook page where we accept comments, concerns, whatever you want to say. If you got a beef with something, go ahead and tell us what the beef is. We might end up using it on the show.
Where's the beef? No, that's an inside
Where's
joke.
the beef?
But yeah, I want to do it also a quick shout out to Lisa Johnson at Jazzy Dogs, who is an amazing person, does disposable menus for anyone that needs to have anything out there. But she's helped me with a lot of projects, and I have to give a shout out to her.
Well, and that's a good deal. Don't forget to tune in next week when we have Nicole Lopez with us as our new third co-host. We had no idea that we were going to bring anybody else into the show, but I tell you what, she was such a hit, and everybody loves her. So we're bringing her back. She's going to come on as a regular now. Thank you for those that let us know.
But just remember, thank you so much when the appliance goes on the ring. No,
only you. I'm going to get you that mask for Christmas.
I can't wait, because then I'm going to go in and say, somebody stop me.
I thought you did that anyway.
Yeah,
well.
I like this show. It brings out, like I said at the beginning, it's a good therapy. It's great, and I always have a good time here.
Well, that's what this is all about. I mean, if you can't have fun and you can't laugh at it, then that's a bigger problem than we got. We're sorry.
Exactly. And as always, bring us your pet peeves, because we're going to talk about these. We're going to have fun with them, and we're going to, let you know to have fun with them as well, with our advice.
And you never know. You might end up on our show. You very well might.
And you might become the fourth ghost.
You just never know. What else you got before we go?
One last thing that I found through someone named Mark. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Falling back on I was just joking. How many times have you heard people?
That is such BS. Come on. They would have said it if they didn't mean it.
Come on, don't you like that where people go, I was just joking, but in the back of their mind, they were really talking about that.
Yeah, they're looking at you going, you know what? You're really a dork. Just kidding.
That's what you said to me yesterday.
I wasn't kidding. That was yesterday.
Well, I don't like that, because the whole joking thing, it just irritates me. It's like a nails with a chalkboard.
Oh, don't even go there. My ears just already are peaking. Last but not least, let's not forget. Let's thank our producer, Mr. Joe Dzinski, who makes sure that every week this show is up and running just like it's supposed to be. We thank him dearly for producing that show for us. And thanks to the Center of the Arts and Humanities, because they provide us a wonderful place to have our studio and to have our guests here. So if you would like to be on Kiss My Keister, or if you would like to submit something, contact us at societybytesradio.com, societybytesradio.com, and we may have you on the show, or we may use your pet peeve that week. You never know.
Well, other than that, that's our show for today, people. And like I said, we're waiting to hear from you. So send us your items, because we want to hear from you. And thank you to everyone that submitted thus far.
And keep in mind, folks, there's going to come a day when this is going to be video, and you'll actually be able to watch us as we do our show. Yes, Joe, you're going to need some plastic surgery.
No, I'm not going to need some plastic surgery. I have my next shout out of who I'm going to thank, because they're going to make me look so beautiful.
Oh, well, okay. As long as we're doing that.
Not a problem, Kate. Well, other than that, thank you, everyone.
Hey, come back and see us next week.
Thank you. Hi, this is Joe Riggio.
And this is Katie O'Neill.
From Society Bites Radio.
And Kiss My Keister.
Do you have a gripe?
Do you have a complaint?
Do you want to give us your comments?
Did somebody chap your hide?
Well then, go to Society Bites Radio.
BYTES.com.
Go to the More tab and click on
KMK Connect. We want to hear from you.
Yes, we do.